with this. I tell you guys, it is what it is. We are going to start with a quick debate. I'm going to start with you, Kunle. Kunle, start one, bench one, and sell one. I have Check, I have Ederson, and also talk to me. Van der Sar is also there. What are you saying? What are you talking about? Kunle, talk to me. Kunle, you are live.
Well, for me, I would start Peter Cech because I think Peter Cech he made a name for himself in the Premier League, and I consider him to be the best, to be the best player to be the best goalkeeper that has played in the Premier League. He came in at a very young age, and he made a name for himself. He holds the record for most clean sheets of any goalkeeper in the Premier League. So, and I think that goes to say a lot about him. So, I would start him. I would bench Edwin van der Sar, another very great goalkeeper who, in his late years, he was very fascinating with Manchester United. They signed him as a 35-year-old or 36-year-old, and in 5 years, the amount of titles and how he was able to make United, one of the best teams in the world. So I would bench him, and I would sell Ederson because I don't think Ederson's level has not even reached what Van der Sar did, because Van der Sar played in Fulham before he moved to Manchester United, and Van der Sar was actually a very good goalkeeper in Fulham, even though they were a smaller team at that time. So I would sell Ederson, start Cech, and bench Van der Sar.
Oh my goodness, you can hear that from Kunle saying he's going to start Cech, he's going to bench Van der Sar, and also sell out Ederson. Get out of here. All right, let me switch it over to Irate. Which one are you going to go for? Which one are you starting? Which one are you benching? And which is the one you are going to sell in Alaba market? Talk to me, Irate.
Yeah, it's actually a tough choice between all three, because all three are legends already at the respective clubs they played for, and they all had an impact on those teams. If I'm to go for one to start, I would go with Peter Cech, because like Kunle mentioned, and I also, for me, I think he's the best goalkeeper to have ever played in the Premier League era. The number of clean sheets he had, the way he manned the goalpost for Chelsea in Jose Mourinho's early years, and even when he went to Arsenal, despite having a terrible and shaky defense, he was still helping Arsenal to get points in like the first couple of years he was there. So for me, Peter Cech is the greatest goalkeeper to have graced the Premier League in the Premier League era, and I would be starting him. I would bench Ederson.
Wow.
Ahead of Van der Sar, because for me, Ederson has revolutionized the game, and not just about his goalkeeping skills now, but the number of the way he's able to help Man City keep possession.
Yeah,
I know that Pep struggled with goalkeepers initially when he came in. He had to ditch Joe Hart, and then he brought in Claudio Bravo, and Claudio Bravo was shaking as well. So not until Ederson came that they really started to win things, and he was comfortable with having a number one in the goalpost for Manchester City going forward.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of titles, trophies, Ederson has won almost everything, but maybe the Club World Cup and the European Super League. And he has been pivotal to every single trophy that Manchester City has won over the years. So for me, I would be going for benching Ederson. For Van der Sar, he's also a legend. He, like you mentioned, played for Fulham, was also great for Man United, won titles with the team. But I think for me, I fancy both Cech and Ederson. Van der Sar.
Oh my God! Wow, that is magic. That is magic for Irate. He doesn't like the goalkeeper from Manchester United. I tell you, it is what it is. All right, that's why Irate is going to start bench Ederson and sell Van der Sar to Alaba market. Let me quickly switch over to Margaret, the Iron Lady of Istv. Talk to me, Margaret. Talk to me. What's your take on this? Which one are you starting? Which one are you going to bench? And which one are you going to sell at Alaba market? Talk to me.
Well, like Irate actually said, a tough one,
Yeah.
very tough one because, but first, how it's actually very tough because when you look at Van der Sar and Peter Cech, both were among the finest in the world in their prime, and they had actually had big impact on the teams that they played for. Despite the fact that Peter Cech has played more games than Van der Sar,
Yeah.
he has more clean sheets than Van der Sar also, but I will go for Van der Sar. Not because I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm no. I have watched Van der Sar play. I've watched both played, and when it comes to versatility, and outstanding record, especially in penalty, I give that to Van der Sar ahead of Peter Cech. Peter Cech is good, no doubt, he's very good. But Van der Sar, as we've seen him all the way from Ajax to Juventus, though he didn't really have that. He didn't really have that impact on Juve, probably because of how the game, because of the
Yeah.
kind of games they play there in Italy. But when it came to Fulham, I think I read that in his first season, he was able to get Fulham out of relegation.
Yeah.
And then from there, he caught the highs of Man United. In 2005, he came to United, and we have seen what he has done for Man United. So for me, not because like I said, not because I'm a Man United fan, but I think I would start Van der Sar, bench Cech, and then for Anderson, probably I'll sell him.
Yeah. All right, you can hear from her. She's gonna sell Ederson. I don't know. I don't care. All right, I care, but I don't know. Ederson to Alaba market. No doubt about it. I'm going to ask this game man again. Robbie, over to you. Which one are you going to start? Which one are you benching? And which one are you selling to this market that we all know? Talk to me, Robbie. Can you hear me loud and clear, Robbie? I think I lost Robbie.
Well, as it is, I think I am going to sell Ederson first, and of course, I think I would keep my loyalty to the United family quietly. The reason being that these other goalkeepers have actually been amazing during their time for United, and of course, this is not just something you take lightly. For Ederson, I think overall is not more or less what we call the traditional goalkeeper. If you actually look at the two goalkeepers, that is Peter Cech and of course Edwin van der Sar. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. So for Ederson is not the traditional goalkeeper like we see in this case for both guys. So hence why, like I said, I would stick with Peter Cech and of course Edwin van der Sar. For Peter Cech, he did amazingly well. With Chelsea, and of course for Edwin van der Sar, we all know what he brought to the table as it is, and we all know what he brought to the table as it is because this is one goalkeeper that won the Champions League with United. For Ederson, yes, he also just won the Champions League. That was a couple of weeks ago. But as it is, I will stick with the enigma, more or less the legends of the Premier League, talking about Edwin van der Sar and of course Peter Cech. For Ederson, I won't even sell him at Alaba Market. I will sell him at Mayfair Market right here in Ile-Ife.
Oh my
Ouch!
goodness, that's too harsh. That's too harsh. Come on, don't do that. Stop it.